was broken. But this is awakening, and I feel it in every part of me.
Coming up next on True Revolution Digest.
In the silence, a spark begins, a broken voice, a truth within. Through the shadows, the echoes call. From the ashes we rise from the fall. Rise from the silence, stand in the fire. Dreams unbroken, hearts reaching higher. This is the beauty of becoming true revolution.
This is the True Revolution Digest.
Welcome to the True Revolution Digest podcast, where conversations inspire change and authenticity becomes the standard of beauty. Brought to you by True Touch Collections, we begin a journey of rediscovering beauty from the inside out. Here we explore the stories, experiences, and truths that shape who we are, reminding us that beauty is not something we chase, but something we grow into. This is the True Revolution Digest, thoughtful, honest, and deeply human, because beauty in its truest form is always becoming. After the spark comes the stir. A single flicker can awaken what's been buried, and the quietest moments often carry the loudest truths. This is the awakening. Casey woke before sunrise, her chest still warm from the spark she had felt the night before. It was subtle, almost too delicate to trust, but she knew it was real. She moved through her small apartment as though seeing it for the first time. The shadows that once felt heavy now seemed to bend around her, and for the first time in weeks, the silence didn't feel like a trap. She reached for her journal, the pages still bearing her trembling handwriting from the days of falling apart. And yet now, even the words that had once carried shame felt different. They felt like a roadmap, a guide she had written herself. Open quote, "I am not the girl who broke," she whispered. "I am the woman who rises." Close quote. Outside, the world was waking too. The streets were empty, except for the soft rustle of leaves and the occasional cry of a bird claiming its morning. Everything felt sharper, clearer, awake in a way that mirrored her own stirrings. She walked to the park, notebook in hand, each step deliberate. Her hands no longer trembled as much, though her heart raced. The spark was no longer a flicker. It was becoming something else. At the edge of the pond, Casey paused. The water reflected her face, familiar, yet changed. She stared long enough to notice the tension around her jaw, the quiet determination in her eyes. And for the first time, she allowed herself to see a future where the past did not define her. Memories of the stage, the shatter, the humiliation, the silence, came rushing back. But instead of fear, they brought perspective. She realized that the cracks, the stumbles, the failures, they were all part of the awakening. Open quote, "Every scar, every tremble, every tear, it's not weakness. It's proof that I've survived. And now I am learning to thrive." Close quote. A jogger passed by and she noticed how the world seemed to move in rhythm with life itself. No one was stopping, no one was waiting, and yet here she was, moving too, moving intentionally. She began to speak to herself as she walked, aloud but soft. Open quote, "I am allowed to be brave, I am allowed to stumble, I am allowed to rise again, even if no one notices." Close quote. The awakening was not loud, it did not roar, it whispered. It pulled her gently out of her own shadow, teaching her that courage does not need an audience. Casey spent the day writing, walking, reflecting. Every action, even small, felt revolutionary. Her hands sketched lines in her notebook that formed more than sentences. They formed the first blueprint of her own freedom. As the sun dipped below the horizon, she stood by her window, watching the sky bleed gold into purple. She felt the spark again, stronger now, not as a flicker, but a pulse. Her heartbeat matched it, steady, unwavering. Open quote, this is awakening. Not perfection, not control, just me learning to be alive in my own skin. Close quote. And in that moment, she realized the journey was only beginning. The spark had ignited something bigger, a fire she would tend, nurture, and let guide her through the unknown. Next on True Revolution Digest, Casey's fire grows, but the world will test it. she will find her voice, and the silence she once feared will become her strength. Join us for Episode 4, The Voice Within. Thank you for joining us on an episode of The Beauty of Becoming on the True Revolution Digest podcast, brought to you by True Touch Collections. We hope today's conversation inspires you to embrace your journey, honor your unique beauty, and recognize that growth is a part of becoming. Stay connected with us for future episodes as we continue to share stories, insights, and reflections that celebrate authenticity, self-care, and the essence of who you are. Remember, true beauty is not a destination, it's a journey, and together, we are becoming. Before we go, enjoy our featured song from the True Revolution soundtrack, True Revolution, Freedom is Coming, now streaming on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, YouTube, and all major platforms. Let the message move you, and may its rhythm remind you that freedom, growth, and becoming are all part of your true revolution.
Yeah. Freedom on the way now. Wait now. The way we make sound. True revolution. Let's go. I came from roots that run so deep. Turn my pain into poetry. Try to dim my shine. Couldn't cage my vibe. Now I'm living in my destiny. They see the crowd but not the climb. The tears I turned to diamonds in time. Now I walk through fire. Still glowing. Power in motion. I'm showing. I ain't waiting on nobody's permission. Learn the beauties in the inner vision. They can't stop what's already written. This right here, my soul's ambition. Freedom is coming, I can feel it in the air. Truth in my heart, no fear. I swear we breaking chains, we lift their dreams. We the new wave, the truest team. Freedom is coming, we the proof, we the movement. Love is the sound, true revolution. Tried to write my story in doubt, but I flipped the page, rewrote the route. From corner stores to global stages, we're rising up, breaking cages. Every shade, every face, every nation. We building truth, this foundation. From the streets to the sky we soar. This is more than a vibe, it's war for the core. I ain't waiting on nobody's permission. Learn the beauties in the inner vision. They can't stop what's already written. This right here, my soul's ambition. Freedom is coming, lighter than pain. Rewriting history again. Beauty becoming, soul in motion. This is our truth, our devotion. Freedom is coming, can't undo it. Love is the sound, true revolution. Yeah, this is for the dreamers, the healers, the doers. For every soul that said enough. Freedom ain't coming, freedom's here. True revolution. Freedom is coming, and I can feel it in the air. Rewrite history again. Beauty becoming, soul in motion. This is our true God devotion. Freedom is coming, can't undo it. Love is the sound, true revolution. Revolution. The dreamers, the healers, the doers. For every soul that said enough. Freedom ain't coming, freedom's here. True revolution.
This broadcast is brought to you by Trueness, Trueness Titan, and Nectar of Sol. 3 brands, 1 mission. To honor nature, celebrate confidence, and inspire true beauty.
Subscribe now, wherever you get your podcasts.